welcome to a chat video. It's not been quite a month, but I want to bring this one up because I want to bring some topic up for a particular video with everything else that's going on. Yes, I am going to be going to Vdeos tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I'm not entirely sure what time I'm going to aim to go tomorrow yet. There's potentially some GBR assets running tomorrow. There's also potentially with one of the Coast Rail sets, I'm not entirely sure which one, but that's supposed to go through at 11:15 in the morning. It's supposed to stop at Dodge Road or something at like 11:30. I'm not 100% sure, but there's a possibility that could happen. And I'm putting a jumper on because I'm rather chilly at the moment. I know I'll warm up, but so today is just having a chat. Nothing's going to be too bouncing around with running trains today. So yeah, I'm going to want to talk about my passion for my love for trains. And there's other bits I want to bring up with my experience with Hornby and my experience with some other train companies, with the model people companies, not the real things, because that's a different story. Now, and there's one other thing I want to bring up for you today. Yes, there is going to be some videos on the main line today. Probably going to be an afternoon visit at Bodmin or Los Vdeos today to film some couple of 43s, couple of DB cargos. Not there many other things I'm going to be recording today, but it will be the 43s and the cargo. The 800s, not sure, we'll see. But yeah, so obviously my honesty with all this topic I'm going to bring up for you today, for this morning. Don't be surprised this video will be around about 50 minutes long, but there's a lot to talk about in this particular video because it means I can explain off some things off of my chest as well, with things that are going to change this year so just drastically, with new equipment, with a new camera. And of course, obviously, I was just multiple times at, you know what, I won't mention this particular bit, but if you heard me mention this before about me leaving YouTube, go watch one of my other videos. I have mentioned that in one of my other chat videos before. You can ask me questions about it and I will try to read them when I can. And so the first topic we're going to bring forth this morning is the YouTube of making content for my channel, for my train channel, that specifically. And my love for trains has been a big thing since I was very young, as you all know. I've got about 34 locos on my windowsill at the moment, between 3 43s, class of 6, mixture of diesels, about 3 or 4 steam engines up there, plus the tank, which I'm in the process of working on to get her working again before the summer holidays. And of course we're going to take in my Intercity 43 into the train group this weekend and get that wire resorted, and hopefully we should have a good running session over the weekend in the afternoon. So yeah, there's that coming up. Tomorrow's the mainline video from Plymouth to Dawlish. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go and see the Coast Rail because of the time it's go through, but we'll have to see if they get activated or not tomorrow. Right, the first topic is that the hobby is expensive hobby, and of course, excuse me, of course, people are getting into the hobby all the time, and the thing is, even you're into the hobby or you're about to get into it, bear in mind that there is a lot of things that you can think about once you get into the hobby, because this hobby is very pricey, very expensive, and it is very, what did it say, very pinches on your pockets of money for this hobby. It's very pricey. It's quite enjoyable when you can do it, but at the same time, it's just, you know, it's kind of balancing yourself out when you're building your dream layout. Which, to me, my dream layout, and I've been into trains nearly 30 years of my life, and over the years, it's just kind of got to the point where I just want to dedicate my hobby, and I want to dedicate my life eventually to my dream job, being a train driver. But onto the side of that, I want to dedicate my my dream layout, my model area layout, to suited for the 43s, the original 43s. Not these were replacement by the Class 800s, which nothing like the 43s. I mean, I can explain more about that very shortly, about why I don't think the 800s are not going to be as popular as the original 43s when they were built in Britain. But yeah, the hobby is very expensive. It's very steep for the price you're looking for. Owning or starting a model areas, how to start your own model area scene for your own dream layout. I'm in the stage of building my dream layout at the moment, and all my track I get is not brand new, it is second hand, but it does work rather well. But if the track is filthy like mine is at the moment, that's why the quality of the layout is not going to be very efficient with the correct electricity around the entire circuit. And plus, I'm really hoping to get that wire sorted on my in-city, which I'm really hoping to get done on Saturday, and hoping some chap can help me out with that, because I would be grateful to be happy to get that wire sorted at the front, to have a proper running service with it again. So I'm hoping to get that sorted soon. But yeah, the hobby is a very, very expensive hobby. It's not goes cheap. And the topic of this particular part I'm bringing into now, which will go be, if you want to start down this route, whatever that you might think of it might be best for you, I will give you my honest opinion. This is my honest opinion to you guys, what I would recommend if you want to start down this route. Hobby's website. Let's go through eBay. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything particular right now, but I'm just gonna put in a Hornby train box. Or Hornby trains in general. I'll tell you exactly the prices that they're going to cost you if you buy them through second hand. Okay, we have a few of them here. You can buy a Hornby Hall class, £105 on eBay, plus £5 for postage, if that's what you want to start down with. you're looking for a train pack, then you're looking a bit more. A train set, £69. Flying Scotsman, £219. This is what I'm saying. The more advanced models like Flying Scotsman, which is well known by many British people, plus the 43s and A4, they are the most popular steam locomotives. The Flying Scotsman, Mallard, they were the two popular steam locomotives. And of course the British diesel hybrid 43 sets, they are very pricey, I know, because I have a big fund and a big love for the 43s, and every time I see them they make me smile, but they're not cheap, especially the premium ones, which are what I buy quite a lot. What's the best route to go down if you want to get a train set? My recommendations, if you want to get a train set, if you really want to get a train set, I highly recommend look online, look through eBay, look through Amazon, find the best option you can find. Hornby.com is out of the question. There's a Javelin here, a Class 800, and it is the bidding price is £260, but buying it outright, £400 plus £11 for postage. That is bonkers. And I saw one set on here not that long ago. See, I found another train set, it's more on the budget, but you can get a Hornby X Virgin 43 for £130. It is not a premium model. The premium model of this set, if you're looking to get a Hornby premium model 43, you're looking around about, I'll just bring one up. Okay, the budget start is £95. The premium ones, depending on what livery you want to go for the premium, the starting price for GNR 43, which I own, it's up on the windowsill. It's very good train, very reliable, very sleek and colourful, and in real life they're very comfortable and safe to fight any weather, any issues. So if you want to start with the GNR 43 premium model, this one's only $249, which is quite a lot of money, but it gets worse. Got LER 375. I'll do one more, just tell you one more of the sets. Okay, the final one, I'm going to tell you the price of this one. This is the East Coast 43 premium model, and the starting price is £265 plus £3.50 for postage. Now, these premium models from Hornby, these are quite outdated, mind you, but these are not the worst prices I have seen for the premium models, and these are outdated for about 10 years. But to be honest, with the new one, the HST Class 43, the Rail Adventure set, it's really pricey, and you're really looking for a 43 like cross country, then you're looking around 500 quid upwards. I'm not kidding. Yeah, it's mad. But the Virgin one itself is £455 plus the £4 for postage, which, I'm going to bite the bullet to get the cross country this year, because I would love to have a 43 cross country livery one on my layout. I really got Intercity, I really got a GW Castle, the famous one of the famous ones, which is 43188 and 43187, which is Cardiff Castle and Newport Castle, as well as the Intercity British Rail blue and yellow one, as well as the GNER one, which the GNER one, which is my oldest one. But if you're looking for a Virgin 43 Premium and you're not looking for digital sound, you can get a 43 DC ready 43. You can get them. I've seen one online and they're around about 300 quid. if you can find them at the right time. But you have to be accurate and be quick if you want to get one. There's a 43 here. Virgin livery marks the 40-year service of the Virgin service of going to the West Coast livery train. In total cost, there's no cost for postage because this one's for free for 3-day delivery. Total cost £429. This is one of the limited editions of the Virgin one. Its cost underneath is £299 plus £10 for postage, so you're basically paying £310 for in total, which is bonkers. So yeah, if you want to start down this route, you want to start your hobby off with. You want to start down this route with your hobby and your love for trains. Do start down cheap, work your way up, and if necessary you can always get yourself second-hand models that are in good condition and they're reliable, runnable, and they can last you for years. But don't pay for the odds of them, especially as a newbie to the hobby. Don't waste your money to getting something that potentially could work, and there might be a fault and there might be terms and conditions, and some sellers are quite happy to take it back, but there are some sellers out there who will not take it back whatever you do. Once you bought it with those sort of sellers, they will not accept it, and that means that individual who bought that set doesn't know what to do with it. My best option is you do buy it accidentally and they don't let you return it. The only option is if it's a minor fault, then you can take it to your local model shop, see if you can get it working, and if it needs some tuning or slightly some updating or needs quite a heavy service to make it work properly, I highly recommend Tim in Holsworthy, which is over the border in Devon. He does pairs and he does digital sound and he does a bit of weathering. Depends on what you want to do, but he does put a bit of a price in for what you want to do. But there's another chap there who works with him. He does the weathering. Tom does the pairs and things like that, but I think another chap there is called Chris. He does the digital sound and he does all the little weathering details. So he costs to pay him to come in, do all that work for you, and then you pay for the fee for what Chris or Tom does for you for the service. And yeah, Tom and Chris, they are rather nice people. I spoke to Tom quite a lot for my pairs of Holsworthy for some of my trains. They can be very friendly, and obviously with the pairs that I have done there before, they're perfectly fine. They will charge you a certain amount for what could be done, what could be a possibility, but to be honest, there's a lot of other things as well. But yeah, I also recommend if you really want to get into trains, apart from getting into the train sets, get something basic, work your way around, try to win a job lot of train track. That's the best way to start. If you really want to get into this hobby, get cheap Lego mode to start with, work your way in, get some job lot track which you can set up, and then that way you can build it up gradually, and then once you've got enough money to build yourself up for getting a more fancier train, then you can just use that saving up money. You purposely aim for the model you want to buy. Bear in mind every model can be more expensive than others, which means that every model you want to buy between any livery 43s or A4 or Flying Scotsman or the other trains that you can imagine, just bear in mind you would have to save up for that. So yeah, if you want to start down that route, go with those options, work your way up and build yourself to a comfortable area to spread spread your finances a bit wider a little bit if you want to have more expensive locos. But on this second topic, I want to also mention that Hornby's done a few questionable things that I've been watching with Simon's Train's content and a few other people who said about this TT gauge system that Hornby's been thrown out there for only a year or two, but the handful of sets are very questionable because their quality is a little bit hit and miss, and the cost of Hornby.com is costing through the roof. I mean, the carriages for the 43 sets on the road for just 00, mine's the N or T, or this new one which is supposed to be 009 or supposed to be quite pricey. It's a cost of between, I mean, just for a carriage for 00 sets for the 43s are like £40 upwards, which seems to me which is a bit very questionable. It's a very pricey, steep incline, because my mum got me two of the new 2 months of Coach D for 43 GWR castle set, which is first class, which is Coach L, and then I had standard class, which is Coach D, and those two sets, I looked online because they were presents. I didn't see how much, I didn't ask because it was a present, but I looked online and they were around about 40 quid each. So yeah, they're not cheap units, and the 43s I got, 2 of them cost me over £700. The Intercity I got up on my windowsill, the British Rail Intercity from the late 70s, early 80s, that one cost me just under 400. The other one cost me 380. So yeah, both of them were very pricey. Is it worth it though? For me, definitely, because I would not give up my 43s in model form because that's my most passionate train. As for the other lot I got in my collection, they don't matter as much, but I will look after them anyway because obviously on the odd occasion when I'm running on my Dream Outward, going to be the HST Heritage line, and they're going to be with the old-fashioned 7/4 signal system where they're going to be wired in to the points, and they're going to be basically attached to this little spring motor that they work with, and it pulls down the lever on the signal, and then you can kind of go for an option with them. You can paint them up and you can make them really look really good. So you can paint them white with the red stripe in the middle, and you can do all sorts of things. But to be honest with you, the 7/4 signal towers are most popular with British Railways because they give the railway kind of character, which is a sad thing that Network Rail decided to get rid of them. But they have been around for nearly 100 years, so it's not surprising that we need to upgrade our mainline railway line in the UK, because quite a few in the southwest is quite out of date, so that's why things have changed. But to be fair, there's also other issues as well with the railway industry in general at the moment, with the system not being quite efficient into Devon, because the signals down between Newton Abbot and Exeter direction that are quite out of date. Some of those lights are quite old, which is true. It is honestly true. You can see that the way the signals react with the older systems, because they can be very slow and they can't be as quick. But I think Network Rail can at least upgrade the lights between Newton Abbot to Exeter. They can do some upgrades to them. It's one end of the station that needs more work done, and the front end it does, but the back end really needs some work done on them. Especially between Dawlish and Dawlish Ryan stretch of the line, because those lights don't seem to be working properly. A lot of the time they'd be very slow, and even when the train goes through, they stay orange. It's very strange. But yeah, I mean that's the downside of digital systems. It can be a bit faulty. With the analog old-fashioned 7/4 signals, it's just literally someone pulling the lever, and that signal goes down towards the point, and it changes the point. But for that individual trying to push it, trying to re-level the point to a train coming out or it's going to the right, that track will end up being parallel again to the other bit of the track. If you push it to the right where the train can go inside him, that means that the train can go in there. Which, to me, the 7/4 signal towers are far more character to the railway, and then these just random LED bulbs are going into the into the railway, which kind of makes it a bit more bland. But in my opinion, the 7/4s are far more giving the railway more character. But I do understand why they did it. But yeah, so anytime I next go on the Heritage Railway, I'm going to get more photos of the 7/4 signal towers, which will probably be the Bodmin Wentage Railway. There'll be the Topness Heritage Railway. There'll potentially be the I'm trying to think, the railway line. I'm going to do some filming at Painting this year for my birthday, and to ride the Heritage Railway along there. The one at Norfolk Heritage Railway, if we go up there this year, I'm going to be filming that again, and there's going to be an option to also film at Birmingham New Street as well this year, with travelling up there for the 28th of May, which will be tight. I think it will be extremely tight, because obviously when I go down to Birmingham New Street for the 28th of May, or do I do that at Dawlish? I'm not sure. I mean, because obviously I'm going to be down in Dawlish for my holiday in June, beginning of June to the 8th. So 1st to the 8th of June I'm on holiday. I come back on the 8th, so yeah, I'm there for a entire week, which would be nice. I'm looking forward to it. But to be honest, on the upside of being there for my week holiday there, I'm going to go and chill out some days and not really bother too much about things. And I might even just go for a swim one there and read a book on the beach and get to have time to myself, basically. It's something I've been waiting for a long time, to have a little holiday to myself for my mental and physical health. Because I've not actually had a holiday in years with anyone, but this will be my first holiday by myself, and to be honest, I'll be looking forward to it. And yeah, obviously before that happens, I got my mum's birthday coming up, I got my sister's partner birthday coming up before hers, and of course in June is my birthday as well, so yeah, I got quite a lot of Spencers coming out soon, with birthdays, train travelling, holidays, more travelling on the train, and quite a fair expensive on the models I'm going to be collecting this year. As for other things, so yeah, also this other topic I'm going to bring in a second for you, which is going to be an interesting one, which will be my dream now is going to be complicated to how to put this tyre system together for my heritage for the Class 43's HST sets in multiple liveries, from East Coast, Cross Country, Intercity Swallow, Virgin, and there will be a Midland Pullman going in that lot. There'll be East Coast, Grand Central, Kurzweil set, and there will be GWR. Just to name quite a few of them. Yeah, so this is my dream dedicated model railway layout to all the 43s out there in British railway industry. and of course there's also First Great Western as well. So there would be a monstrous load of 43s on my double O layout for the 43s. It's my dream model array, heritage array for the 43s, and I'm going to have the 74 signal towers on my dream layout, but once I got the cork laid in, once birthdays are out of the way, and once my holiday is out of the way, my holiday. So after my sister's partner's birthday and after my mum's birthday, and once my holiday is done and I don't travel as near as much after going up to Birmingham, I don't think I'll probably do London this year. I don't think so. I haven't really 100% decided on that yet. I'm still in 2 months because how busy London can be. But yeah, I definitely got my eyes to go to Birmingham New Street again this year. I'm not entirely sure what could go through. We definitely won't know. We certainly will know the intercity 43s won't come through this year unless they were doing something unusual with them, which would be with the intercity swallow and the intercity on the front. They might be doing something with the council set with them. I just don't know if they're gonna do something like that. They might do a Cornwall run with them, possibly. I do know the Midland Pond's coming down this year, which would be nice to see again. Shame I didn't have the option to travel on it this year, but as I said, finance has been tight, and I'm hoping for my big birthday for next year is going to be better, because I'm hoping to book in advance for that one. But yeah, it's not going to be easy. So for the other thing I want to mention is, if you're into trains and you want to have options to travel on them, and you're very much into your 43s, the best place to, if you still want to travel on the class 43 sets, is to go into Cornwall. Go from Plymouth down to Penzance, you can see them. But into Devon, you're not going to see very much. You'll probably see the Kurzweil 43 and the Midland Pullman 43. That'll be it. That'll be the two you'll see. So yeah, there's multiple things will happen. So yeah, there's lots of things that I could change to make my life different. It's 14 today, my parcel's supposed to arrive on the 18th. So I've got one of my parcels arriving soon, supposed to arrive next week. Supposed to arrive on the 18th of this month. And that's some cork for my dream layout. I gotta make a start somewhere. So I got my cork, which should be arriving soon. And I can't do anything about building it up yet until birdies are out of the way. So after that, my new jacket arrives, so my rain jacket. But yeah, there's just a lot to be done, and I don't always have the time. That's the problem for me. I just don't have much time available for myself to get everything done. I mean, apart from, I don't have the option to travel very often at the moment because finance have been a bit tight. But finance has been tight enough for me to not able to enjoy my hobby as near as much. And I haven't enjoyed myself as much to travel on the trains as much recently because finance has been tight, because no funding has been on for going towards my holiday and other things going in and out of things, and to go to my favourite location, Devon, I just don't have the same enjoyment at the moment because I can't go down there as often at the moment. And I do love going there. It's because money's been really tight recently and I can't go out there as often as I want. I mean, plus the weather being quite unpredictable, being March and April are the times where the weather gets being really soaked. So yeah, I know it's warming up, but I just don't know when the best time to go out there next is. I think April will be the start, and obviously once April has been, or starts from then I can start bringing myself back going there a lot more often, hopefully. Towards the end of the summer though, I'll still go there, film some train footage, but I'm going to be, towards the end of the summer, around September, October time, I'm going to be gradually dropping it away from not do so much content on my channel. So around October, there will be an odd video, maybe once every 3 days or something, just at right the end of September, beginning of October. There will be some unboxings, multiple unboxings coming up for you, but I'm going to space them out. So if I'm buying 4 of them in the space of 4 months, so I get the first one, say like towards the end of April, but I won't unbox it until the 27th of May or something, or the 28th, which is a few days before I go away on holiday. There will be a special holiday video for you when I go away. Not really a massive one, but it'll be a live stream, I think, at some point on one of those days. And that will go up on a day when I haven't got massive going on, but there will be I'm trying to decide what day I'll do a live stream on. There will be adventure videos, so I'll explore some new areas around there. And then there'll be no more for a bit, and then I'll come back to do my normal running videos with model armies, and then I'll come back to going down there for the specials go through. Because I have no idea what Steam locomotives are going to come through this year. It could be the Flying Scotsman again, it could be the Mallard, it could be a completely different type of steam engine, it could be the City of Troy, it could be Coronation Scott, it could be a Hall class, it could be a Black 5-tone by a Class 37. I have no idea what it could be. But I think for diesels, I would like to see for this year, for the specials to run through for the old-fashioned diesels. It'd be nice to see a Class 25, to be honest. I mean, I've never seen a Class 25 in action on the main line. And a 37 would be nice. Those two I definitely want to see. So, yeah. But, yeah, those are the two I'd like to see for the specials this year. My most passionate trains that I'm looking forward to see is the 43 from the Midland Pullman set. I am definitely very looking forward to see that one. I know for April they're doing the run from Wales down to Plymouth, then they're doing the Wales up to, it's going up to Wales very late at night, or is it very early in the morning? So, and then they come back, they do the Plymouth to Penzance later in the year. They do Plymouth to Penzance, Plymouth, and they will go from Penzance to Plymouth. They do the normal routes for the summer. They're going to be doing normal routes they're going right up to Paignton, I believe, for the summer season. So they're going from Plymouth to Penzance, and then Plymouth from Penzance to Plymouth, right up to Paignton, and then they go back down to doing the route. And they see if they get more interest with those sets, with this particular 43 coming down, the blue and white colours. It should be nice to see it come through Bodmin Parkway, because I have never seen it come through Bodmin Parkway ever. I'm used to seeing it going through Dawlish quite a lot, and to be fair, I think seeing that through a different area would be quite interesting. But that train does suit quite well alongside the seaside, to be fair. But putting inland towards Bodmin Parkway down to Penzance would look very different. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see all these sets coming through this year. But don't be surprised, after the end, towards the end of the summer, I won't be filming this near as much. But from March till towards the end of September, there'll be plenty of content before that. But yeah, as for later in the autumn, every month from late September to beginning of October to November, to December, they'll be basically less and less as the months go on. But I think my next day I'll have off from. So my next day will be having off. It's probably going to be, obviously from at the moment, it's going to be, just before I go away on holiday will probably be my next day off I have from filming. So from the 1st to the 15th of May, I'm going to have a little break, and then from the 18th to the 27th or the 28th of May, there'll be some videos, because I know in May there's tend to be some steam engines and a couple of diesels come through, which are really old fashioned. So around May time, the end of May is the best time to catch it. April, there will definitely be some footage of the class. It could be anything. Could be the Flying Scotsman, definitely be the Midland Pullman in April, and there will be another, could be a class 25 or class 37. Put in the intercity Swallow coaches, which would be unusual. Last year when the pair of class 69s came through last year, they basically pulled the old British Rail intercity class 43 carriages come through on the back of a pair of class 69s with intercity carriages with a couple of Midland Pullmans carriages, the old ones, the brown and yellow ones, but I much prefer the blue and white ones you see on the back of the class 43 Midland Pullman 43 set. Those are much nicer to look at than the chocolate and cream ones. My opinion is the Midland Pullman one is much nicer to look at than the old fashioned ones, which do have some character to them, but they're very, very different how they look to the modern ones. I mean, we've been the Midland Pullman coloured ones, which you got the blue and the whites, and you got first edition kitchen and dining set. You got buffet car, and you got, I think you got one standard class right at the back, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's all first class all the way up to the back of the power car, and then at the front you got two power cars, and it's an 8+2 rake, because the 2 would be the power cars, and then the carriage would be an 8s, possibly 9s. We don't know. I don't know how many carriages are going to be put in this year, so who knows, it could be a 9 car set, it could be a 10. Just don't know. So, and the final thing I want to end this video off is to say, I hope you're looking forward to some 43 sets I'm going to be catching on the main line today. There's quite a few coming through this afternoon. One's been stopped, but that was quite early this morning. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for the class 43s I'm going to be catching on the main line today, between Bodmin Parkway and Lost Withiel. There's going to be quite a few 43s coming through. I don't know what 43s they are, but I know for certain that there is a few 43s running today, which would be nice to catch from a place I haven't caught filming from for quite a while, so it would be quite nice to catch them through there. So yeah, and there potentially might be some cargoes I might catch on Garrow as well, because there's a few activated for today. So I hope you guys have a great morning, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you guys later with a mainline video at Lost Withiel for the class 43 sets. And I really hope this rain stops, because it's driving me nuts. Yeah, this weather is driving me bonkers. It's been raining quite a lot on and off for the last more than over a month. It's balmy. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.